fight fans? Welcome to Coffee and Boxing with J.Cotto. What up, fight fans? What's going on? Good morning to everybody. Everybody on the check-in, no doubt. If you want to smash the like button, snuff it, do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you don't, it's all good with me. I know you're just here for boxing content. We're gonna get into it in a minute. Just everybody, you know what fucking day it is, and I just wanna say peace to everybody that's following me, following hashtag Come Back to Boxing, and following each other, and just dropping that fucking real boxing content. You know who the fuck you are. You know, I also want to get into my playlist. Yeah, you guys check out my playlist, man. I see a lot of followers, and listen, I'm not about numbers. I'm not about monetizing and anything. The only thing when I get into numbers is just basically keeping the lives, reaching the quotas to keep the lives. But everybody's welcome. Um, you know, a lot of uploaders have playlists and people don't like to watch them. So just check out the playlist, man. Go check out each and every one of the uploaders that you subscribe to. Check out our playlist. I want to speak on mine for a minute. I've got some comedy sketches on there. We're talking with Tyson. I've got some other shit on there where I got in-depth series. Um, you know, where I get interviews with greats. I got Brosco in his 45, which I want to start the third season, but I wanted to catch on because I just don't want to, write and then it just be there and sitting there. So, it's something that I did for you guys. So I need you guys to just check it out and go watch it. Um, Amongst other things as well, I got a Hitbox, which is like, some music with some boxing highlights and shit from some editors here on YouTube as well. Worked it out where they get the monetization and I just, so you guys go check it out, man. As well as a lot of I see I'm starting a little stir up with the bait platforms, and that's good, man. That's good because we need to get them shits up. Uh, you know, Me basically along with other guys who are in our 40s, we got shit to do. So when we send the smoke, it's either answered then or a day later or not. You know what I mean? And me personally, I really don't care. I'm just the type of person I'll step to the person. Whoever wants that can do the same. It's not gonna baffle me or catch me by any type of surprise. I've been through this shit before and in the trenches. You know, um, Peace to everybody out there, man. Peace to the boxing librarian. I want everybody to know that the beef between me and him, that shit is dead. You guys may have differences with him and many others or whatever, but it had to do with other things. It had nothing to do with no LDBC bullshit. For his own personal reasons. I don't know. We still got to get that out in the clear, but you will see future collaborations with me and him as well. Peace to Raphael Dawkins as well. Boxing Talk Radio. Peace to him. He's been pushing along. Unbiased boxing talk and news as well. He's been doing this thing. Everybody check him out. The Red Glove Militant been around there as well. Spreading the hashtag Come Back to Boxing, hashtag the Hall of Justice, hashtag. He's following the UGC, doing his thing. Peace to them as well. Um, Man, there's a lot of boxing. Peace to Ross Cloud 222, hashtag MOBC, my own boxing community. Peace to everybody out there, man. Definitely. Peace to you guys. These are positive boxing communities, which is a whole boxing community in a whole. It has nothing to do with factions. It got nothing to do with any of that propaganda shit or making you choose sides or whatever. It's just straight up content droppers. You know what I mean? Just straight up content droppers, guys that are going to give you boxing knowledge and spit the boxing that you're looking for. Because we all have a motto, and the motto is, if you're going to pay attention to what we're saying, then it's only right that we give you the worth that that you're paying your attention with. You know what I mean? So without any further ado, man, let's talk about some things I want to get into with boxing here. First of all, this thing going around with Zab Judah, you know, got a brain bleed and shit, and trying to say that this is going to happen to Manny Pacquiao if he doesn't stop. And listen, These are two different types of human beings. All right. You know me, I like to debunk a lot of bullshit, especially coming from hardcore casuals. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna basically debunk this shit. Where first of all, Zab Judah is nowhere near, where Pacquiao is in health and where he is in boxing pedigree. You know, he has been tarnished since he lost to Malignaggi, and those are fucking facts. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a quick breakdown the way I usually do it with Zab Judah's career. Now I'm not doing this to down Zab Judah. No, I'm not. Thank goodness he's he's in pretty good health. Everything's okay. You know, hope he recovers. It's just a lot of these fighters, man, when they pass their prime, past their their fight prime, a lot of them do it for money. You know what I mean? And this is going to be his last, basically his last lesson to learn that you've already got a career. You're doing a CNR. You're a registered nurse, right? You're doing your thing. You've got pension money. You rely on that. You know what I mean? You made your little money off of this. Don't come back into boxing because we don't need that Judah out like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to be one of the greats because you had unified ones. You know what I mean? So you know it's not taking anything away from him. It's just, some are right. He never should have taken that fight. He should have just left it alone. He should have had several seats, and just chilled. But it's all right. Sometimes that money you need it, and I understand. But it'll be a shame that you're going to learn this lesson where the cost was your life, brother. We don't need that. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking selfishly either. Now, Zab Judah arrived in '96, so he came right in the beginning. Should I say, where there was a lot of Casa Zoos and Juan Manuel's, and you know, being in the super lightweight division as well. This is one man who stood in his fucking division. You know what I mean? Like this man stood his ground. You know, he gave us good fights. He fought Corey Spinks twice. He lost to him once, and then that's where he was able to capture, and unify the IBF, WBA, WBC along with that. So, and it was on February 5th, 2005. So Zab Judah's arrival in '96 and then capturing a title in 2005, that goes to show you that the kid at the time was doing the thing that a lot of these hard fought fighters, do, and that's fight. And he was taking on. He has a good resume. He has a great resume. You know what I mean? If anybody wants me to call some names out on his resume, just type them down. Just write yes, and I'll call out a few. If you want. Which is what I'm going to do because I'm going to speak on his losses. He's got 10 losses. No doubt, he's got 10 losses. Yeah, so what? So what? I want to break that myth now where everybody says that because you lose your you're no good. Listen, the greats have losses, and those are lessons. You're supposed to have a loss if you're fighting hard. It's the inevitable. Now, it's only a fucking few that beat the inevitable. How? Like either they cheat with a gimmick, and we've seen it before, or they basically just retire because they're forced out of retirement, or they just plan to retire, and they just leave, like Andre Ward. Because we can all say that Andre Ward's record with him retiring is very, very premature. And I respect everything he's done, but let's really take a look at those numbers compared to guys that are still fighting now and guys that have fought a long time. You know what I mean? For a while, and he just walked into the sunset the way he did. And me as an Andre Ward fan, I'm a bit upset because I wanted to see more action. There was a lot more for Andre Ward to do. But that's his decision. I have to respect it. Um, Now Zab Judah, lost the titles to Kasazu. He lost to Corey Spinks, Baldomir, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Miguel Cotto, Joshua Clottey, fucking Amir Khan at the time, Danny Garcia, Paulie Malignaggi, and now recently Cletus Selden. So we can only look at this one way that, Zab Judah is to be respected. We can't call him stupid. We can't say that, he's of course he's over the hill. He's almost a middle-aged guy stepping into, and we can't really call 40s middle-aged because some motherfuckers these days they last to like 90, 100. So that's more than, you know what I'm saying? That's not even close to middle when it goes to them numbers. So we don't know. And I wish Zab Judah longevity in his life, definitely. And any fighter out there, any fighter, I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? It's just, this is a disrespect that we can't have. Just because you disagree, and just because you feel like fighters that are losing as well, losing their O's, are to a point that they're no good. That's not really cool. That's not cool for fight fans to like, okay, this is a perfect example, and I'm glad Zab Judah did this before, days before the fight. There's a video out there by the Zone where it's called some shit on the spot or some shit like that. And there was this worker who was talking mad shit about Zab Judah, stating exactly what I was saying, and what, not that I said, verbatim as to him being garbage or over the hill or anything like that, but what most trolls are saying. So what happened was, these two hosts that, this guy, that this manager that was working with his, with his employer. I mean, yeah, with his employee, was talking a lot of shit every time they talking to, boxing. He's talking shit about Zab Judah. So he said that Zab Judah's finished and he could finish him himself. And da. So what happened? They wrote into him, and what happened was, they rolled up to him. They rolled in, the two hosts, and they asked the kid, and the kid was like, yeah, I think he's finished and shit like that, and da. He was talking that shit. So all of a sudden they said, well, you know what? We got somebody here who want to talk to you about that or whatever. So Zab Judah walked in, and Zab Judah told him, yo, I want 5 minutes. So the kid was like, what? No, I'm just saying that. And he was like, no, 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 no. I want 5 minutes. I want 5 minutes. So the kid was petrified, petrified, petrified. Then Zab Judah just smiled, turned around and smiled and said, nah, it's all good. So, you know, there is a difference between boxing fans like ourselves who upload and say and give our perspective as to what fighters are and are not doing, and as to trolls. And this is what I'm saying, man. Like a lot of uploaders are really trolls. I have no problem with trolls. Trolls, I think, are fucking great. But I'm just saying there are extreme trolls out there that would do this shit to fighters, and then when they get stepped to, they get exposed like this. So let's respect Zab Judah, because no matter how old he is, a lot of you motherfuckers out there wants to see him in the street. Remember, his hands were licensed. He'll ice you. You know what I mean? He'll really, really ice you. Righteous Rex says, you can tell Zab Judah was special. He was his own he has his own knockout punch and setup. He was a true fighter and his own signature punch style, but still very old school and street skills. Yeah, definitely. Enough respect to Zab. Zab Judah, Zab Judah is the point that you know, he's a vet. He's at a point in his life that he's a vet, and he has no business stepping into the ring anymore. You know what I mean? Anymore. This brain bleed, I'm glad he pulled through. I'm glad he's he's in good health, as well as you know Adonis Stevenson, man. Straight up. We'll be right back. Yes, we're back. All right. So now, you know what I was talking about, fighters and elves and all that shit, and them not being relevant anymore as to losing. Listen, listen. This thing that I'm noticing with this Joshua and Hearn and the zone shit. I mean, guys, look, man. They're being shitted on by casuals and non-boxing fans and neo-boxing fans. Okay, you know, because Anthony Joshua lost. So Anthony Joshua's a fraud. He's got a glass chin. And they forget everything that this kid accomplished But because of one loss now, he's no fucking good. Now we can expect this coming from the Wilderettes and the Pom Pom waivers, and the wet t-shirt contest from their own fucking soy tier motherfuckers. We can expect that from these guys, but not from his own countrymen and his own fan base. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's just one loss. All these conspiracies. Now it's I think I was listening to Raphael Dawkins and shit, where Aaron was saying, and a couple of other people, PCU Raf, that fucking it was a clone in there and all types of shit. Like, it's really, really, really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous on how the Zone as well is not a good app, and they don't hardly give fights. And I mean, not even looking at the logic behind, the first of all, the price package that the Zone has. This is coming from a lot of Joshua detractors, and then now it's coming from his, some of his own countrymen. I mean, it's just disgusting, bro. My man Karan Bread on the check, and good morning, my brother. No doubt. Hope you're enjoying your coffee, kid. And all of this shit where all fighters are no good because of a loss. It makes no sense for you guys to do this, man. You can't call yourself a real boxing fan. You can't even call yourself a boxing fan of that man if this is how you feel about him. When Mike Tyson lost, a lot of us didn't call him, overhyped at the time or anything like that. We took that loss like, damn, bro, Mike wasn't ready. If Mike said it himself, we couldn't twist that in any way possible. These days, regardless the person is saying it, everybody's still following with what makes a good conspiracy theory. Facts. They're always with that shit. They're always with, oh, that wasn't Joshua there. He had a concussion. Yeah, that's why he lost. He had a concussion. And the real truth is that the man didn't really get to fucking train properly. Once again, I repeat this because this is exactly what went on. The man wasn't able to train properly because he was in between fucking two other fighters besides Miller, because Miller pissed fucking lava. You know what I mean? So when he pissed the fucking lava and tested positive for 3 different fucking substances here, PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, right? Fucking horse testicle juice, right? Wombat cum, right? Like it's on some shit where now it's like he got thrown fucking Ortiz, and he didn't know if he was gonna fight fucking Ortiz. So Ortiz ducked out, and that would have been the highest fucking payday in his career. But whatever. He'd rather fight for $500,000 of shit, which is good money, compared to us fucking average motherfuckers. But and then as well as Andy Ruiz now. Now you tell me, if you're Anthony Joshua, and let's be real here, even while the nut huggers, let's be real here. If you were Anthony Joshua, would you know who the fuck you were training for in between 3 opponents after one pissed hot, then the other ducked out, and then finally Ruiz 5 weeks before the fight? Who are you supposed to train for? This is why Anthony Joshua looked confused, because he didn't really train for him. He didn't really train for. I mean, come on, they nothing more to it, and these people got to stop being so dumb. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, and I'm glad guys like Raf, myself, and other guys are fucking reporting this and letting everybody know, like, yo, chill out. You know what I mean? Righteous Rex says, I like that you brought this topic up. I'm hearing rumors of trouble with Vada for AJ. Do you think that AJ possibly being on the juice could be the issue? No, not at all. Not at all. Karan's asks, has Vada ever popped an A side? I think so. I think so. Give me a minute to remember. If anybody watching can give us the insight on that. But it's true, man. People need to stop doing this. People really, really, really need to stop doing this, because Anthony Joshua lost. This is the fucking era of conspiracy theories, bro. My man Raphael Dawkins, what's going on? Combat Radio. My man's in the house, along with Karan Bread. That's right, kid. And Righteous Rex. Yeah, exactly, Rex. Yep. Mayweather did, but not Vada. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, these guys are just giving up on AJ now, giving up on her. Now, what's going to be funny is that now when AJ gets to actually concentrate, Fury got popped. Yep. There we go, Raf. Fury got popped too. There we go. So yeah, the A side the Vada did pop that A side. You know, nothing but knowledge, nothing but knowledge. Thank you, fellas. And thank you for the guys who are asking. Um, this shit where this is the era of conspiracy theories. You guys gotta agree. You guys gotta agree. How many things have happened? Like first it was the water bottle, there's they drugged them, and then what was it? The concussion, right? And then his father rushing into the ring. And like I said, the logic behind his father rushing into the ring is because his father knew that his son was not properly prepared. Watch as a father watching your son get his ass whooped like that. You guys are gonna rush out in emotion and try to fucking attack the dude that put your son into that fight. It's pure logic. My man was in between three fucking fighters, didn't know who the fuck to train for when he stepped in there with Andy Ruiz, who, by the fucking way, in his hate and coming up, sparred Evander Holyfield, bro. I mean, people are not respecting Andy Ruiz either. Like, what the fuck is going on with y'all guys? What's going on with you guys? Raf, Rex, Karan, everybody else. Am I right here? Are people bugging the fuck out? This shit is going. I mean, it's to the point where now, why you're not allowed to. So if you lose, that's it. You're no good. You got to leave the sport. You got to leave the sport. Okay, not a problem. Canelo got to leave. He got a loss. Mayweather whooped that ass. Took him to fucking boxing school. He got to go. He got to go. It's a shame. I wouldn't want him to go, but I gotta say it too. Loma got a fucking bullshit loss from fucking Salito. That bullshit controversial loss. He got to go too. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. So guys with a loss would have to go, and it would make no sense because they have transcended past that loss and gained like 6 more wins behind that from learning from that mistake. So what? You can't fucking Jamel Charlo. Yep, he gotta go. Peace to Hybrid 95. No doubt, everybody. Hybrid 95 amongst the knowledge ables. No doubt. Rafael Dawkins says Wilder said AJ's a quitter. Yeah, and you know what's funny about Wilder? That Wilder, I already broke down the resume. I already cracked that shit open like a fucking Heimlich on a virgin. That shit is ripped open. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked that whole shit up. I'm gonna tell you why. When there was a lot of casuals and even my hardcore fucking aficionado boxing brothers were asking me, "What the fuck you doing, Jay? You're wasting time doing this." Until I fucking finally let it all out and they understood. If you're going to say Mike Tyson fought nobody and that Deontay Wilder has a better resume, you goddamn better rest assured that a son of a bitch like myself is gonna come out and prove you wrong with the facts, and that's exactly what I did. Tommy Temple, what's going on, my man? Tommy Jarnay Young, what's going on, kid? Y'all enjoy your coffee with this boxing, with this Godzilla breath that Jay Zilla is unleashing. Because I'm telling you guys right now, man, I unleashed that whole shit. I fucking listen. I decrypted all of that, bro. Straight up. You guys can call me the fucking hacker of boxing, the boxing hacker. They were talking all that shit, and then they want to go straight. Oh, but that's not fair because no. Wait a minute, ain't no double standards here, youngin. I'm changing your diaper right now. Sit your ass down. Have several seats, love chairs, sofas, recliners, lazy boys, beach chairs. I'm giving them all out so everybody can sit the fuck back. Because I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of guys out there that are doing their thing, but you guys, you guys got to understand, man. There is no way. There is no way. Okay, there is no way that you can come into or try to state something that Deontay Wilder has done. The only thing Deontay Wilder is close to And I'm gonna tell you right now, he's got 9 title defenses. He's already surpassed 2 greats, Johnson and one more. I forgot who else. And if he gets one more, he'll be up there with the greats. But it has no quality. Fuck the quantity. Those are phantom wins. It's got no quality. So can we really put him up there with the greats? Oh, but it's a different era. No, no, no. How you gonna scream it's a different era and you're gonna say that this era is better, but yeah, you want to be put up there with the era that you're saying that your era is better with? You fucking dummies. Who do you think you're talking to? Holla at me, anybody. Who do you think you're talking to with this bullshit? Are you guys on crystal something that's slowing your process down, bro? Anybody? Like they're bugging the fuck out. How are you saying? How are you going to say that Deontay Wilder is amongst the greats, but yet he's better than the greats? So then he's the greatest of them all, is basically what you're saying? So then wouldn't that not leave room for him to be put up there with the great? You fucking dummies. Oh my goodness. Are you guys witnessing the destruction? Are you guys witnessing the destruction? Here are the codes. Before I unleash this shit, yes, Deontay Wilder is headed towards greatness with 10 title defenses. But the quality is not the same of the greats. Then you want to call Tyson Fury a fucking druggie, a crackhead. But he struggled with a crackhead. A crackhead really won that fight. 2 knockdowns does not equal. This is the everyday argument because you fucks don't get it. 2 knockdowns do not equal a fucking win if he was getting them fucking biscuits and teas across the fucking jaw. Let's take him to the apocalypse. You know what I mean? You guys cannot try to fucking say exactly, Rob. They call him pillow fisted. You struggled with a fucking cottonelle handed fighter. My man had he had a North Face, he got North Face boxing gloves. My man, you guys fail to realize he struggled with a cottonelle handed, pillow fisted, fucking North Face boxing glove having fucking posturepedic handed motherfucker. How is that great? Under your fucking circumstance, under your terms, under your fucking knowledge, verbatim, you fucking dummies. Before I fucking thrash you again, the question to all you dumb sons of bitches. Before I destroy your foundation, you fucking Wilder, nut hugging, minuscule in the mind having ass niggas. The original fucking Slayer. I don't give a fuck about the rest of them. They don't do it like I do it, son. The conspiracy theories, the shit where the fucking a loss off of fucking losing once don't count. All that shit's been destroyed, demolished. And you know what? After I'm done, we got Rafael Dawkins. We got my man Pablo. We got my man Tabi Temper. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Karan Bread. We got Hybrid 95. We got Fapo Boxing. We got Jean A. Young. We got Righteous Rex. Bro, we've got enough to fucking destroy all of you guys over this shit that you call the internet. You guys are just social justice warriors. That's all you are, with agendas, and you have been fucking ass raped by Jay Zilla. Man, we shouldn't even call this a victory. It's been a victory for the longest fucking time, bro. So he's the greatest ever. Rafael Dawkins. You know what I'm talking about, baby. I heard you destroy. Rafael Dawkins came down and did the Jet Jaguar and fucked that boy up, son. And that's all you guys do is kick and scream because the murder has been, it's being fucking delivered, bro, day by day as you kick and scream, trying to project your voice over common sense and boxing knowledge. You guys just fucking lost, bro. You losing to OGs, kid. And any other OG that's gonna side with these fucking newborn love pamper wearing fucking casual in the face ass, never seen a razor in the fucking attitude, never fucking having dressing on their salad ass niggas. If they think they're ever fucking going to come here and fuck with us, that's nuts. And I say us in unison because man, listen, you guys don't even praise each other. You want to talk that shit about Wilder fucking wanting 50-50? This nigga don't even sell his own fucking tickets in his own hometown, in his own fucking state. He's not even respected. Nobody know him. Hey, yo, excuse me. You know who Wilder is? Nobody know who the fuck Wilder is. I already gave you the method. Get rid of everybody. Get rid of everybody. Get rid of everybody. Start all over again. But no, you're making no sense. Slave masters. But you still on 2.5 all the way to what? 8 mil? Fuck you talking about? Anthony Joshua quit. And I'm not speaking in the in defense of Anthony Joshua, but I'm speaking in defense of those that are fucking being forced to run into this bullshit, these false claims, these accusations where Anthony Joshua quit. How the fuck did he quit? It looked more like his bell was rung and he didn't understand the ref. But you didn't see him pull his mouthpiece out or shake his head or turn around. Or, even when the ref stopped, you could tell he looked at the ref and said, "Whoa, whoa, like what the fuck?" You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. If this is what you want to believe, if it makes you feel better, if Anthony Joshua losing to you fucking retards fills up that meter, that fucking rainbowed SJW soy boy fucking meter, you fucking Power Ranger ass niggas, is if it filled up that meter that makes you feel fucking better, you eyelash glue wearing motherfuckers, right? If it makes you feel better over Anthony Joshua not accomplishing and losing, fine. Not a problem. But here's something from the upside of that, you stupid motherfuckers. All your eardrums are in your asshole, so you gotta bend over in order to hear. Are you listening? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so now that you can fucking hear me, I'm gonna fucking make it loud and clear. Okay? I'm gonna make it real loud and clear. Real loud and clear. Anthony Joshua lost the way a man's supposed to lose because he was fighting the inevitable, especially going in there, not training properly, and being switched between three fucking opponents. And to start it off, it's not even his fault why he was faced with that. Can you hear me? That's right. Y'all got the dick breath now. That's right. Y'all got dick breath right now. Right now, each and every one of y'all are like, I fucking hate this guy, man. This fucking dude, J.Cotto. I can't stand him. I can't fucking stand a boxing Jedi. Fuck him. Fuck him. It's funny on how every time there's a fucking thread and I say something and I'm always throwing, yeah, I just throw not even a third of whatever the fuck I know out there. So I just throw it out there along, along with the other fellas when we kicking it. And there's always a couple of casuals in there that can't say nothing. Like I ran into, and you could come see me, boy. Oh my God, son, come see me if you want to. Come see me. I'm not gonna start the fight. I'm not gonna pick on you. But goddamn it, I will change your fucking diaper, son. I swear to God, I will. You got a whole bunch of motherfuckers talking about AJ and Wilder are ducking White. How the fuck is AJ ducking fucking White when he already knocked White out? You stupid asinine ass nigga. How? How does that make sense? This isn't a case of what Wilder's doing bad, AJ's doing too. No, no, AJ already fought White. Oh, we're gonna get off the subject really fast. I just gotta continue to fucking Jay Zilla these motherfuckers. Like how does this make sense? Oh my God, this is the day of debunking you stupid door hinge ass niggas. Pablo says no offense to anyone, but Joshua should have took his arms off the ropes towards the end of the count. That might have gone a long way in the ref's decision. Exactly, Pablo. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But he ain't quit though. We can all agree to that. You know what I mean? But these dick breath having motherfuckers, Pablo, these guys over here, they're not understanding us. You know what I mean? They're not understanding us, bro. So now we gotta bring some shit where it's called the truth. And here's a dose, you stupid sons of bitches. What makes me drift a little bit closer? It never takes me serious. What makes me know it's time to cross over? Want to repeat till I feel. I'm telling you, man, y'all motherfuckers are getting debunked. And I'm gonna continue to keep doing this. You guys are making no sense, bro. And as long as motherfuckers like us are on patrol, that shit is not happening on our watch. Oh no, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. You know what I mean? Exactly, Tommy. It is hard to do those things when you're concussed, and that's what I'm saying. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was dinged out. He was already out of it, and he didn't understand the ref because he was looking past the ref towards Andy Ruiz, and he had his arms on the ropes. And when the ref waved it off, that's when he looked at him. And but a loss is a loss. Exactly, Rex. A loss is a loss. And people, can't forget the accomplishments that Now, oh, what has Anthony Joshua done? Anthony Joshua unified. Anthony Joshua was undisputed, was undefeated, and at a shorter time than your fucking roach antenna braided hero. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just because your man has 10 consecutive fucking title defenses, with empty motherfuckers, and his last two fights were the hardest fights that he's ever had. And look, he still has. But I mean, he still got Fury to deal with. I mean, wait, hold on, that's not happening. He still got fucking you know, he still got Ortiz to deal with. So if Wilder got Ortiz to deal with, and I'm not counting Ortiz out because we all saw how Ortiz got to him. The thing is, Ortiz is gonna have to have a much higher, what I'm saying, punch output. That's it. Now, what happens if Wilder loses? What happens if Wilder loses? Do you know the excuses, bro? It's gonna be the excuse apocalypse. Imagine that. All the excuses that are that's going to be entertaining for us guys. We're gonna be sitting back. We're not even gonna have to say anything. Niggas is gonna be fucking. They're gonna isolate themselves, and this is exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna have channels coming up with conspiracy theories for Wilder, right? Or you're or you're not gonna see any more channels. I guarantee you. Anybody else want to make a prediction if Wilder was to lose this fight to Ortiz, what the Wilder Reds would be doing? Anybody? 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 Imagine that. And that's all we can do right now is just imagine, you know, you know, you know, we have to we have to understand that you can't. Yeah, exactly. These motherfuckers. The shit that you're spewing out there and the shit that you're talking with Joshua, I could tell that you're newbies because because us hardcore motherfuckers, we understand. We tell it like it is. You know, we tell it like it is. This is why I lost like that. It was the inevitable, and this is why I amongst others were saying don't sleep on Ruiz because we knew what Ruiz could have done. I also knew that what I was stating, Joshua was in between three motherfuckers. Who exactly was he going to prepare for? Like for sure, who? So 5 weeks in, what? Right? Andy Ruiz came in. I mean, for Christ's sake, son. Now in the rematch, it's going to be a different story. But these guys would be crying a river and a half, bro. A river and a half if Wilder was to lose this fight. And what's funny is, karma's a bitch. You know, you kick a man down. You kick a man while he's down. And what these guys have done, especially Fury, you know, and I know he's a class act. Yes, I know, but to uplift a man and then to say something negative and to kick him down, okay, no problem. You know, even though he's a fellow countryman, not a problem. Wilder, of course, we knew the hate. I was just waiting for what a fucking negativity he was going to spew, and he did. Okay, not a problem. He better, he better, he better hope and pray that Ortiz is really old, right, in that fight, and he knocks him the fuck out very fast because Ortiz is very capable. Okay, Ortiz is very capable of giving Wilder a hard day at the office, man. And I have a feeling that this is exactly what's going to happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. You know, Wilder has to be very careful, man, with the way he's treating people in life and treating situations. You know, karma is always there, and what's fucked up is he could lose even in a worse way. Like King Kong can land one punch and put him to sleep like Marquez did Pacquiao. Imagine that. Imagine the memes. This shit would go on to the point that I think that these Wilder dudes, bro, suicide watch. Suicide. This is what I'm saying. Ah, you know? Now, Righteous says Ortiz wiped the floor with his last opponent. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. And so did fucking Wilder. Yes. Okay. Yes. No doubt. Now, of course, we can tell that you can already tell that the next fight, it's only going to last to maybe the seventh, eighth round. Okay? Giving it anything past that is just, giving it the benefit of the doubt. You know? Uh they're gonna try to fucking knock each other's block off. Pablo says, Jedi, Fury is the master of manipulation. Me and Raf have spoke about that many times. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Fury is the master of manipulations. Yes, he is. He's also one of the masters in boxing banter. Oh yeah, I take nothing away from Fury. You know, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Uh, I just feel that when it comes to Ortiz, no you know nobody should count him out. We all seen what he can do. We all seen what he did, and this is going to be Wilder's actual first rematch. Now I'm not talking Stavern. I'm talking somebody of pedigree. So this is his first like war slash rematch. You know, so I'm going to be watching this with my eyes wide open, son, because I'm going. I'm telling you, Ortiz. He looks a bit slimmed down. He's going to be a bit more prepared. I have a feeling that something's going to happen. As to maybe Ortiz knocking Wilder down. Maybe not out, but knocking him down. Now, if he does it twice, let's look at the fuckeries. If he does it twice the same way that he did Fury, right? And let's just say, they knock him down twice, and they give it a to they give it a Wilder, or they call it a draw, knowing that King Kong was tagging him the way Fury, then you could already tell, man. You know what I mean? So expect this next fight between Ortiz and a Wilder to just be a slobber knocker, man. These guys, it's not gonna, the only jab pumping you're gonna see probably is from Ortiz, and I hope he uses it right. Now I'm not hoping that Wilder loses, but Wilder needs to lose. You know why? Because if and this is where the contradiction hits all you Wilderettes. If you're going to say shit like Joshua ducked White, just like Wilder did, and you're gonna add those two in that same category, then you got to add them in the category of maybe Wilder needs to lose too, so that way this Joshua Wilder thing could just go away for a bit, and they both should have a loss on their record, so that way when they do meet, they both got a loss apiece and more experience, and the fight would be better. This is what I was saying. Like everybody was rushing this fight, and this is what happens when you rush a fight. You know what I mean? Regardless, Wilder had like 40 motherfuckers in, 39 in, 38 in at the time, right? It had to come to the point that Joshua started fighting some of Wilder's opponents, and Wilder was mixed matching and fighting one or two, right? they're you know, these contenders are in this are you know, in the same fucking, they're in the same bracket, so they should be facing each other, and they haven't faced each other, or at least each other's opponents. So that's why it should have all been to a point that they still had work to do before they met each other. That's how it was. That's how it's always been. You know, this is why all these fights are premature. They're lackluster. These guys are scared of punch. They don't have that attrition. They're not baptized yet. You know, they haven't been tested to a point that they're not scared to get punched in the face on an entrance of trying to get their own combos off. Think about it. Think about this. These guys aren't giving each other the stripes. At least some of them aren't giving each other the fucking stripes. You know, they're not ranking each other. So let's just hope that this fight here, let's hope that Fury fixed his mistakes, and his mistakes were to keep his fucking hands up. This is why Wilder knocked him down the second time, really, because he put his hands down in mid range, and Wilder came with that fucking swooping left, and then you know. So this is why when as soon as he dropped his hands, Wilder's gonna be expecting that. You can't sleep on Wilder. Wilder's a bit quick now, not the fastest motherfucker, but you got to give him some fucking credit, and I do. But Wilder has a lot of holes in his game. And maybe a fighter like Ortiz, who was figuring him out, just may do that. The thing is, Ortiz is old. Okay? He is past his prime. He's going to tank out like in the fourth round. All Wilder got to do is neutralize him. Neutralize him. When he throws a hard fucking shot, just fucking put your arms out and just go right into his chest. That neutralizes his whole power, son. That's what you got to do. Tie that power arm up. Bring the weight down a little on him. Make his shoulders sore, you know? And that's the thing, like, is Wilder gonna be able to do that? Wilder's just out there not thinking. Well, he's thinking, yeah, strategically on how to throw that 1-2, on how to pour, you know, with his so-called jab, how to pour his his opponent's jab or defense down, so he can fucking and to the right. And it's so simple, that pattern. And the way Fury was catching him, moving around, it was, you know, the way Ortiz was catching him, you know, it's crazy. Falpo says Ortiz was shot in the first fight. Everything Wilder hit him with, whether glancing or partially blocked, shook him. Yeah, exactly. You know, if Ortiz is going to be a raging bull, he's better, you know what I mean? Falpo also says, I see Wilder knocking him out quicker. Could happen. I can't disagree with you on that. I can't disagree with you on that. But the thing is, Wilder has a problem with boxers, and that's what Luis Ortiz is in the heavyweight division. You know, he's like a power boxer. So if he's not shot, he worked on his cardio. I mean, like I said, man, I think he's done. Like, but I think I see Ortiz giving him problems. You know, he may get knocked down the later rounds, but I think Ortiz is going to expose him a bit more. Is basically what I'm saying. Henceforth, let's move on to why he said, but as usual, Falpo, he says, as usual, I'm rooting for the underdog, no doubt. Um, reason why Bob Arum hasn't and Fury haven't signed with, you know, with this Wilder fight is because they're waiting for the outcome. Okay, they're waiting for the outcome of the Wilder fight. They're waiting for the outcome of the Fury, of the fight that Fury's about to have now. You know, you can't just go ahead. This is what I was saying before. Like a lot of people did, you know, they were like, "Oh, it's signed already." Just because they mentioned and they threw it in the air doesn't mean that it's actually signed. It's talked about. Now we have to wait for these two gentlemen to get their fights on, and then they will sign. So people need to stop it. They need to relax. You know, they never said the fight was a done deal. It was just tossed up there. I can understand the excitement for it. It will happen, but let's just wait and see. You know, let's wait and see the outcome of these two fights because, like I said, Fury could lose, and that could lose his luster. You know what I mean? Wilder could lose, and that could change the whole fucking scale now. Regardless, Wilder have a rematch clause. I think it would change the whole scale of boxing. So let's just hope. Yes, Falpo. Let's just hope that Ortiz has learned lessons from the first fight. Exactly, keeping away from them fucking Wilder Aquaman swings. Ha, piece of Tommy. So that's why. And as well as him not entering any of his light heavyweight contenders in the World Boxing Super Series that's coming up for the light heavyweight division. The reason why he hasn't done it is simply because he's on some other shit where he's trying to get title fights. This World Boxing Super Series is like new to the scene, and but people have to understand Bob Arum is old school. He's going for titles. His recognition doesn't come out of a World Boxing Super Series. No offense to anyone who loves it or to the creators or anyone participating in it, but Bob Arum is on some real boxing shit. Like, he'd rather have his light heavyweight contender being a contender for a strap, not for a trophy and money. There's a difference here. As a promoter, you got to look at that. Putting your man through a tournament like that, knowing that, you know, if he's not a champion, your contender has the ability to win straps. You shouldn't put him through that fucking danger. Not just yet. You know what I mean? And even if he needs to be battle tested or whatever, if he's in contention and he's going for those straps, you got to keep him professional and have him compete correctly in rankings. In rankings. Falpo says, I told my wife for Father's Day, I want to lock myself in the basement and watch Brady Glowix and Tabidi Loticos. Yeah, hell yeah. Midday Saturday. I hear that. Hell yeah. It's going to be a happy Father's Day. Hell yeah. Like I said, man, guys, a lot of these, they're just not understanding. They're just not understanding. Now, like I said, Bob Arum's on some Bob Arum's on some real boxing shit. And I definitely would want my fucking light heavyweight contender contending correctly for a strap, not for trophies, not for a trophy and money. You know what I mean? If he wanted to participate, I wouldn't try to talk him out of it. I'll let him, but but as he loses in important matches, you know what I mean? But that's just basically it. And last but not least, there will be no Kovalev and no Yardy fight for the meanwhile because the backers that were trying to back Kovalev out, well, basically they failed, man. Period. They failed. And now it's an ordered purse bid, and it's going to go down June 24th. That's a fight that I want to see. I really want to see that fight, man. I really, really, really want to see that fight because I got a feeling that Yardy's going to surprise a lot of motherfuckers. Not saying that I don't like Kovalev because I followed Kovalev for a minute. I like Kova, but Yardi's raw, son. He's raw. But everybody out there, whoever's having a live today, send me some links. I'll be more than happy to fucking join you guys. Peace to everybody that's on the check-in, everybody that's down and just, what I mean, releasing some good boxing content. Everybody that joined the program today, I appreciate each and every one of you motherfuckers, no doubt, man. And Pablo says, looking into the future, Jedi, this is what I predict. AJ wins Ruiz rematch, Fury wins Wilder rematch, then all the belts on the line for undisputed Lanil champ 2020. Let's hope that happens. That would be a great Christmas gift. You know what I mean? That would be a great, great Christmas gift. But otherwise than that, fight fans, I'm J.Cotto, your boy telling the truth within the sport of boxing. Star Wars, the movies, and life itself. This has been your coffee and boxing. Be on the lookout for another edition of Late Night Boxing Talk soon. And join me Mondays with my buddies, my pals, 7 p.m. Mondays only on this channel with the Male Toxicity Show. That's right, guys. Otherwise than that, I'm J.Cotto, your boy. God bless. Stay vigilant. May the force be with you. Peace.